Roman Reigns disrespected Brock Lesnar. Dare I say, he disrespected a legend. And you know what that means, right?
Roman, stop disrespecting legends! I'm doing this for my son! Gage! And money, but mostly Gage!
Your son doesn't even watch wrestling anymore, Bill. You don't have to do this. Death, taxes, and Goldberg in Saudi pay-per-views. I'm starting to believe Bill Goldberg lives there. Dad, you don't need to do this. I don't watch wrestling anymore.
Gage, I've learned new wrestling moves. Spear, jackhammer, and a jackhammer suplex.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. Spear versus spear, guys. It's spear versus spear. I'm 9 years old and this is so cool to me. But I didn't really mind this opening segment because Paul Heyman is absolutely amazing on the microphone. The man has godlike skills. But the rest of the show is ass. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was ass. And not even a good one. The band is back, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, and the Usos. The tribal familia. And even though I can already see Rey Mysterio wanting to rant about how
that's not how familia works. It's all about love. It's all about Dominic.
I, for one, am glad that the tribal familia is back. I feel like I'm having a deja vu. And Paul Heyman talks about what happened with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. He's not trying to make, and never tried to, it was never a plan. It was spontaneous. He never tried to make Brock Lesnar look like a fool, even though he does look like one anyway. Come on, Paul, this is your friend. Don't hurt Brock's feelings, don't hurt my feelings. I take every Brock Lesnar insult personally. I take it to my heart. So he basically explained that it was never a plan. He was wrong when he said that he needs to protect Roman Reigns from Brock Lesnar. After what happened at Royal Rumble, he realized Brock Lesnar needs to be protected from Roman Reigns. My man was like, I'm switching sides. He also said he deserved the Superman punch. I mean, let's be fair, he did. He also says the idea of title versus title is stupid. Brock Lesnar should stay on Raw. But of course, he lost the championship. This idea is as stupid as that damn smile on his face, and the beard, and his freaking ponytail. It's all about French, Paul. How could you say this about Brock Lesnar?
How can they say this about me? I don't believe it.
People, it's absolutely heartbreaking. My heart breaks for Brock Lesnar. He just lost a friend. Paul Heyman is a traitor. Then he tells everyone to acknowledge Roman Reigns. And they got interrupted by Goldberg.
Roman!
Okay, for some new viewers, if you don't get the whole Legends reference, Goldberg actually accused Drew McIntyre of disrespecting Legends when he was the WWE champion. Even though he never did. He was probably the biggest babyface in the WWE at the time. He still is. Well, he threatens to kill people, but who doesn't? Happened to all of us.
Roman Reigns, I acknowledge you as my next victim. You, me, Elimination Chamber.
Okay, I'm having way too much fun with this, but yes, people, Bill Goldberg is back and we're getting that match. A match we never saw. We were supposed to see at WrestleMania, but we never did. And in this case, you know, I've talked about this many times before. I actually like Goldberg's matches because it's stressful and it kind of feels real. You're watching you're watching him against the Fiend and you're scared. You're scared that Bill Goldberg might win the WWE Championship, and he did. So in some cases, it's a negative, but it's always stressful. In this case, it's really not. He's not winning the WWE Championship. We all know that. But it's a match we were supposed to get, we never did, so now we can actually see how good was it supposed to be, and I don't really mind it. It does go to show you that Roman Reigns doesn't really have any legit challengers outside of Brock Lesnar right now though, so that's a big issue. Then we saw Ridge Holland versus Ricochet. Cesaro and Sheamus were at ringside, so we saw a few distractions and Ricochet won the match. I am honestly shocked. So this turned into a tag team match because it always freaking does. People, let me tell you, after this whole Goldberg segment, this show just was ass. It was butt cheeks, man. This show was butt cheeks. The match was alright, you know, it's always fun to watch these guys in the ring. All are good wrestlers. It's just that who honestly cares? And the heel team won. So that was literally the biggest example of 50-50 because Ricochet won, but then he lost. Ridge lost, but then he won. Sheamus won, And Cesaro, well, Cesaro didn't gain anything. Then we saw Jimmy Uso versus Erik. A match that didn't need to happen and it was actually quite short. Uso takes the W. So I'm watching the show and I'm like, what's the point of this all? It doesn't do anything. At all. Ah! Then we saw Aliyah versus Natalya again. Yes, again, it's still about the world records and it's still about the shortest match in WWE history. Nobody gives a crap about that. Let me tell you, brother, nobody gives a crap. They were fighting outside of the ring and Natalya got counted out. So yeah, next week we are going to see a submission match only or something along those lines, and she's still going to find a way to lose.
Is that Gulak?
Yes, that's Drew Gulak.
And Shotzi?
Yes, it's Shotzi.
Is that McIntyre?
Yes, that's Drew McIntyre. Why are you asking these questions? Then we saw Drew McIntyre, who has nothing to do in the WWE right now. But this was actually unintentionally pretty funny. The doctors told me I'm going to be out and I'm going to miss Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. I told the doctor, kiss my ass. He was just trying to help you. Why are you being so mean to the doctor? Yeah, so Drew, I have some bad news. I'm trying my best. I don't really get paid a lot, but I will try to do my best to make sure you're healthy and you can still do what you love. But unfortunately, you're not going to be at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view or WWE WrestleMania. Yes, I watch WWE all the time. I know the pay-per-views. So sorry, Drew. I'll make sure you'll be alright, but you're going to miss some pay-per-views. Kiss my ass! That's hella mean, Drew. You're not supposed to do that. Then we see Happy Corbin, and you know, he's ranting about Drew McIntyre until we see Madcap Moss trying to attack Drew McIntyre from behind, but he threatens him because Drew does that. Yeah. Tell me a joke. He wanted to say a joke about the city, but then Drew told him to make a joke about Drew McIntyre, and instead of being smart, he actually, you know, insulted Drew McIntyre with the joke. They're laughing and we saw a Claymore. I'm going to ask the same question I did a couple of minutes ago. Why? Why? I don't need this, you don't need this, Drew doesn't need it, Happy Corbin doesn't need it. Having Drew McIntyre on your roster and not knowing what to do with the guy is hella weird. Sami Zayn tried to ruin the Jackass premiere or something along those lines, but he got kicked out with the taser, of course. He can't believe Adam Pearce showed this footage. He also said, you know what, I won that Battle Royal a while ago and I should be facing Shinsuke for the Intercontinental Championship. Why am I not getting the Intercontinental Championship opportunity? That's the question you probably asked as well, if you still remember about the championship, but I have an explanation. Adam Pearce forgot this championship exists. Let's be fair, who didn't? Should I invite Johnny Knoxville? You're not funny. Then we saw Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Sami Zayn was on commentary, and of course Shinsuke Nakamura picked up the W. You guys remember this was actually the WWE Championship rivalry back in the day. Sometimes I say I miss WWE being this or that. Oh, the good old times. Sometimes I realize it really wasn't that good. Naomi confronts Sonya Deville, but she says you're going to get a women's championship match next week. Naomi doesn't believe, but Adam Pearce confirms it. It is official. I have a lot to say about the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, but I'm gonna talk about that at the end of this video. Yeah, the New Day is just a tag team right now. I'm seeing many reports and Dave Meltzer saying, Scoop, Big E, you know Big E, former WWE champion? He's not going to get a singles push right now. He's going to be in a tag team. His singles push is over. No shit. So we saw the New Day versus Los Lotharios, which was actually pretty entertaining. Fast-paced match. You love to see it. I don't think we saw that one before, so I didn't really mind. And of course, Big E and Kofi Kingston picked up the W. Obviously, it's a shame that Big E's push has ended, but the biggest problem I have, dude, as much as I love the New Day, they're really good. It's time. It is time to do something with this. It's time to split them up, give them new characters or something, because they're good, but there's literally nothing new they can do at this point, maybe except for turning heel and getting rid of the unicorns and colors and all that completely. Then we see Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville talking in the ring, and Sonya Deville announces that Ronda Rousey picked Becky Lynch. So this logically means, in WWE's mind, that you can pick your opponent for WrestleMania. Okay. Well, that's new. So now we don't have... Why are we bothering with #1 contenders matches? Well, we aren't right now. I honestly have no words. You'll get what I'm trying to say. Oh, so I can pick anyone, right? I have that ability for whatever reason, huh? That's nice, yeah. I pick Hornswoggle. It doesn't make any sense. I assume the only logical explanation, Sonya Deville, is working with Charlotte Flair. And if that's not going to be explained, then I'm going to be very disappointed. We see Ronda Rousey, and you know, Charlotte Flair insulted Rousey, saying that you shouldn't face me because it's real competition and mom versus mom with Becky, it's, you get the deal. But Ronda eventually decides that she's going to face Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. This is my baby, and it's more beautiful than yours. Don't ask me. Ronda was about to beat Charlotte's ass, but Sonya Deville tries to stop her. I'm running this show, not you. So she received some ass beating, and might as well broke her arm in the process. Angry Ronda, everybody. Yeah, all of that would have been alright if you didn't just say that Charlotte Flair can pick her opponent for WrestleMania. How convenient. That's how much we care about this championship. Am I the only one who's kinda disappointed that Ronda Rousey picked Charlotte Flair? It's not as big as Becky versus Ronda in my opinion, but I still have this feeling that it's going to be a triple threat match. I have the strong feeling we're going to see a rematch. Ronda Rousey with a big brain has this secret plan where she's going to manipulate both of them, making sure she gets both championships in the same match. And she's going to win both titles maybe. That's how I feel. But yeah, people, SmackDown was ass. SmackDown was absolute dirty, smelly butt cheeks. But let me know your thoughts. Maybe you enjoyed it. Let me know why. Maybe you enjoyed smelly butt cheeks. I don't know. Thank you for watching The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.